Hi, this is Epicurious Erik. Welcome back. Today I'm going to do a product review. We have two products. Here we have Laird's Superfood Coffee, and we have Reese's sugar-free peanut butter cups. These are both great products. They go together well. They're great if you're on keto. They're great if you're working on your health. I've been eating both of them. The coffee for several days. I've had the Reese's quite a few times before, and I can attest to their quality. And of course, if you didn't notice already, I have a little bit of a fall theme going. Possibly a few fall colors in here. Maybe just a sprinkling, just a dash of flair for the autumn season. But thank you for joining me on Epicurious Erik. I appreciate your patronage, and please subscribe. All subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and you can also get notifications. So, first we'll just get this one over with. We have the Reese's zero sugar, aspartame free. Nothing too special, but I've seen some of the other products out there. You have Russell Stover's and some other pretty high quality products. There's Justin's. There's quite a few what I'd call healthy Reese's alternatives. The only problem with that is that none of them are as good as Reese's, frankly. Reese's pretty much is the only company that makes Reese's. So, I mean, unless
you're dating Reese Witherspoon, or your name is Reese or something. Reese Witherspoon. She hasn't called me in probably 3 years. So, as far as I know, she's really into the regular Reese's. She's really uptight about the fact that I like sugar-free Reese's. But with a name like Witherspoon, could we keep dating? I don't think so.
If her last name was Cuchara, which is spoon in Spanish, would that make a difference? Possibly. But are Reese's without sugar really a bad thing? No. Can you get diabetes from eating regular Reese's? Possibly. Depends on how many you eat, how many times a day, for how many weeks on end. If you eat them right before bed and in the middle of the night, you get the picture. What else do you need to know about these Reese's? The net carbs are very good. So if you eat a whole package of these, according to the nutrition facts, it will result in you, 32 grams of total carbs minus 7 grams fiber minus 23 grams sugar alcohols, and you end up with 2 net carbs for the entire package. That is just impressive if you are on keto or if you are watching your carbs and or sugar. And I think I will try one, even though I've had them just for product demonstration purposes. Continuing with the orange theme, as you could see. Unwrapping. Standard Reese's, outer layer of chocolate, inner layer of peanut butter. And since I'm on keto, I know that this won't foil my plans. Get it? Foil. It might foil Reese Witherspoon's plans. That could be a concern. So you can see we have a little wind here, but the trees are staying strong. They're keeping their foliage on, which is great. From a photography perspective, as someone who has done landscape photography for a long time, I can tell you that wind can have its benefits and its downsides. Usually wind's a bad thing for photography, so it just depends on the situation. Okay, and now on to Laird's, the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Laird's Superfood Coffee. Organic Peruvian. It's ground. It's a darker roast. I wouldn't say it's very dark. I'd say it's on the medium side of dark with the extracts of functional mushrooms. So it has mushrooms in it. Cordyceps, lion's mane, chaga. So I'm going to get in a little bit into like what are the benefits of all these mushrooms. Clearly they're the kind of shrooms that you can still go to work, you can still go to a lab and take a urine test. You can drive a vehicle, you can hang out with your Aunt Gertrude. You're not going to have any problems with this kind of mushrooms. Like, these are very beneficial, very medicinal, very good for your health. And if you're trying to work on your health, some of these mushrooms might very much help you in that direction. Eventually, would you want to try getting the extracts of these mushrooms, get them in supplement form? Yes, that's a great idea. I would recommend this coffee as an introduction to some beneficial substances. If you've never had them, then maybe they're a great way to introduce them to your body, to your system, so that you know if there's any adverse reactions and you can measure how your body is benefiting from this. It's 100% Arabica, USDA organic, yada yada yada. They say freshness in every sip. We spare no expense in our commitment to ensure freshness and flavor. To maintain the rich aroma and roast profile, we use a proprietary inert gas packaging system that effectively removes unwanted oxygen from the bag. I do not recommend putting a bag over your head though, or it will remove unwanted oxygen from your system and you may not have the best results from that. Let's see here. So the ingredients, this might be interesting because you're wondering exactly how much of these functional mushrooms are in here. Well, they don't really tell you exactly, but you can get somewhat of a indication by the ingredient list. So the first ingredient is
organic Arabica coffee, organic chaga mushroom extract, organic lion's mane mushroom extract, and organic cordyceps mushroom extract, just in case you didn't know it was a shroom up in here.
What else didn't I mention? Also, right off the bat, high altitude grown, not in Colorado, but somewhere. Maybe Peru. Oh, that's interesting. So this coffee, I think it was maybe somewhere in the higher elevations of Peru, like maybe in the Andes foothills or somewhere. Go figure. Hand-picked, so it wasn't picked by robots. That's becoming increasingly important as people source different varietals and blends of coffee to know that your picking had nothing to do with any kind of meta or AI type stuff. Nobody's into that anymore. So wet process, that's good. As far as I've read on coffee, you want to process the beans wet instead of dry. There's a lot of benefits to that. Carefully dried, I don't know what that means. It means they kept an eye on them when they were out in the sun all day, or I don't know, maybe they took their hair blow dryers and were really precise with it. I don't know. I haven't watched the documentary on how this is made. Not that there is a documentary, mind you, but slow roasted.
We're talking slow roasted.
And nitro packed. So, I mean, for people with heart issues, it's nitro packed, so that could be beneficial. Or what that really means is that, they package the coffee using nitrogen, which is pretty fancy. I mean, you look at Starbucks, Pete's, some of the better, highly circulated coffees out there, like, they package them well. So, you ask, what are some of the benefits of these functional mushrooms? Or, as you might want to call them, roasty shrooms. So we're going to take a quick look at these so-called functional mushrooms that are in Laird's coffee. I'm looking here at Dr. Axe and cordyceps. Just right even in the title it says cordyceps benefits for anti-aging, sleep, exercise, performance, and more. Let's see. So there's a whole thing in here about how cordyceps grows as a fungus. I don't really like mushrooms on my pizza. I mean, if you like mushrooms on your pizza, then maybe you want to spend more time reading this article because you just love mushrooms and you get really excited about mushrooms, and maybe you're into magic mushrooms. I don't know if you're from Boulder or not. Let's see here. Some of the first uses of cordyceps was increasing milk production and improving reproductive capacity of livestock. It is believed that many anti-inflammatory benefits of cordyceps stem from their ability to positively... I'll take a breath now. Research also shows that cordyceps can act as a mild stimulant or an adaptogen. I've taken a lot of adaptogenic herbs. They help your body adapt to stress and other conditions. There are even some that help you adapt to high altitude. And if you're losing sleep, if you're trying to work long hours and you're just burning the candle at both ends, these adaptogens or adaptogenic herbs are perfect for those kind of problems. As far as the benefits of cordyceps here on Dr. Axe, I'll just rifle some of these off. You can check it out yourself. There's all kinds of research you can do on these kinds of substances. Number one, increases immune function, reduces inflammation, even helped asthma in mice, Crohn's disease, arthritis, leaky gut, and asthma. Very cool. Slows aging and promotes mental clarity. Helped boost brain power in aging rats. I hope you aren't an aging rat. I mean, if there were a lot of aging rats watching my content and I got more subscribers, would I be happy? It's not ideal. If they were like that rat off of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I mean, I haven't watched that show in like 2 decades. It's been a long time. I'm not going to date myself here, but... Okay, oh, that's exciting. Stamina, it can boost ATP. Cordyceps contains adenosine. That is needed to make ATP, so that's basically energy, sexual function, blood sugar levels. So, I mean, coffee itself is good for blood sugar. This is probably a little better for your blood sugar. So, if you're diabetic, you see the benefits here with this combination. Supports heart health, may help fight cancer cells. We already talked about that. Combat stress and supports mental health. These kind of things can support mental health by both fighting environmental stress and oxidative stress in the body. So, stress obviously can affect your mental health, and connected to that, it promotes restful sleep. There's something in it called cordyceptin, an active ingredient in cordyceps may be helpful for sleep-disturbed subjects. So that's a little bit on cordyceps. And then you also have lion's mane and chaga. I don't have time to get into those in this video. You can do research on both of those. They're both available on Dr. Axe, which provides a real nice introduction in addition to going through some of the main points and getting you a really good general picture of what these herbs can do for your health and your well-being. And you could research these things for hours if you want. But I do think Laird's coffee with the functional mushrooms is a great way to kind of get into these adaptogens and some of these functional mushrooms. And, you know, like there's couple other roasts if you don't like a darker roast, but like I mentioned, it's kind of like a medium-ish dark roast. So overall, I recommend both these products, especially if you're on keto, especially if you're watching your blood sugar, and for many other issues. The benefits are just such a long list. I only kind of tap the surface of all the benefits of these things, and of course they taste good and they make you feel happy when you're eating them. So I think I'll wrap it up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and get notifications, and please join me for the next video from Epicurious Erik. Alright, bye. I'm out. Okay. Yeah.